Oh, hey Sagittarius. How are you? It's MJ from Ultra Love TV. Great to be here with you guys. My luck is a little bright, but it's making the face look really filtered, so we're good to go. uh, Sagittarius, how's it going? How's this month of May been treating you? Thank you guys for your comments and shares. If you're new to the channel, I'm MJ. I run an online brand called Ultra Love, guided by Intuish, and my insight to paradigm shift on this planet 20 years ago, and then a whole bunch of spiritual lessons ensued. I have a book, I have online courses, I have merchandise, some hoodies and tank tops, open to collaborative online projects, and well, you can just check it all out on the website. I really appreciate when you guys comment and let me know about the resonance here, and also when you share videos and, you know, recommend the channel, or of course book a reading. Holla, 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 book a reading, my lovers. That's like, it's a fairly new service for Ultra Love. I didn't see the tarot coming, and I love it. I'm astounded by how intuition works continuously, from, you know, the yoga career, and then the healing, and then the tarot is just this I suppose for me it's a very light expression, and at the same time very potent. It can really deliver some important messages to people, of course, when it's resonating. It's always my intention to offer you divine guidance and loving clarity. This reading is for Sagittarius for the month of June. Although in New Paradigm communities, we often bridge into this timelessness. So the truth is, like, whenever you receive information, that's when you're meant to receive it, truly. I sometimes will check or, you know, be guided to a video and the message is from like 3 years ago. And I'm like, hello, that's my message. So we don't need to get too caught up in the monthly, you know. At the same time, it's a nice way to track and also to align our energies. Usually when we resonate with readers or healers or teachers, it's that, like, we have a period of what's the word, exchange, things to learn and teach one another, and then, you know, 3 months, 6 months, a month, whenever, we kind of shapeshift and probably find other teachers, or, you know, step into our own teacher role and all this stuff. My Sagittarians, fellow fire signs, how is it for you this month? Wow. Okay, wow. This is pretty powerful. You've laid to rest probably some limiting thinkings, and or you could just say you've laid to rest the past. So the Four of Swords is here. You've definitely laid the past to rest. There's the Knight of Pentacles. That would be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. I do intuitively often feel the page and the knight as a younger, so symbolic of somebody younger, a romantic offer coming in that's maybe younger than we are. Because then you have a Two of Cups. So you have this charming knight coming in, and then a love offer is being made. I'm not sure if you know this person. I will pick up some clarity cards. So just be aware. You know what, there's these two cards here, Six of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Wands reversed. You know, like when you get really excited and then all of your insecurities come up. It sort of feels like that. I do feel like this is a manifestation for you, but it's coming from another side. Like, you're not expecting it to come from this side. It might throw you off balance a little bit, or maybe the whirlwind of the lovey feelings makes you go out and spend a lot of money, and maybe they didn't have their wallet. Like, but I don't feel any like deception or malevolence, and the petty quarreling. That feels like that energy is behind you. Which, there again, the cards are sort of saying, well done. Hey, Lorna, hi! Because you end up with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is like the luck or wish fulfillment. I often see it as like feeling really powerful in a very benevolent way, in a very like, I have all these cups, and like I could share them if I want to, and I might do, but I also I'm quite happy looking at, like, I'm quite happy being here with them, you know? Thank you! So, right, we lay the past to rest. I just got a phone call. Oop. So, so we know in this community that it's been hella intense these last few months, years, whole of life, and that we're manifesting these greater potentials. We're manifesting something more. This feels like the month where it's like, am I actually out of the cold? Am I actually out of the mud? Am I actually out of the gack? Because we start off the month with this Four of Swords, so that tells me you have successfully laid to rest some bullshit, or like some past cycles, right? Like this, a lot of us in our spiritual communities, it's like we call it karma, karmic patterns, karmic cycles, which once we are using that language, by that point we probably mean negative karmic cycles, like the painful betrayal, jealousy, possessiveness, control, like just and then we have these awakenings, we endeavor to change our lives, we think we've changed our lives, but actually we're just going to attract a bunch more unconscious bullshit, and then eventually, somehow, miraculously, it just gets laid to rest. And then there's these new offers coming in. There again, it's not like there's an ace, so it's not like this is not necessarily the beginning of the new cycle. Because even though we have the later rest card there, I do actually feel that you've been healing and been laying to rest and been moving and been flowing the whole time. The point being is that something fairly, you know, connected here is laid to rest in relationship to your perception of love, romance, and romantic partners. Because it's the Two of Cups is the central theme of the reading, and then it's supported with the outcome of the Nine of Cups. And then that makes me think that the partner you're attracting is also quite emotionally balanced, right? And I just want to clarify the two reversals here, the Six of Pentacles and the Five of... Yeah, this has to do with, you know, cycles of the past of just things not working out. The Page of Cups, there's like this sideways Page of Cups. Interference, people getting involved in our business, like too many people. It's like one of those situations as well. Have you ever had that where you get to a point, especially when there's a lot of heartache involved, where like there's too many people in your relationship? It's not like you're just in a relationship with the gal or the dude. You're suddenly finding yourself in the relationship with the whole family, and in the relationship with all of their friends, and in the relationship, and that tower came down. So for whoever this is resonating, this is potentially with a Page of Cups character who just maybe wasn't mature enough for you. And now this Knight of Pentacles is coming. I feel, you know, this is, yeah, there it is. So this is a new beginning. Sag, this is really, really good. I'm super excited for you. There's messages coming in. This feels actually like this could start moving really fast. Like, whoever the knight is wanting to come in, it's like a sudden turnaround and like, hala, your mama shit, let's get it on. And then you're like, bah, yeah, new beginning, let's plan a life together. Ah, shit. Tower moment. But the tower moment to me has really to do with just you, both parties' past cycles, past connections, past BS, which both of you, I think, are so into this connection. And it's so dynamic and passionate that you're just going to ride out that turbulence of the tower coming down, which again could be like a circle of friends, disrupted, like family members being like, oh no, you know, none of that. So it's like, no, you're both just going into that. We're lucky. We're just lucky creators who are on our emotions. So let's just be happy together and like leapfrog right over the bullshit of other people. This is a great reading. I don't even know what sign I was going to say. I was almost going to call you like a name, like Aggie. Nice Serge, Aggie, Saggy. We are the world. We are the children. We are ba 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 ba. I never know the words to any songs, but I like to sing them. Um, well, and actually that's probably another affirmation of this cyclical closing down and then the birthing of a new. So this, I mean, a 10 is the absolute ending beginning cycle. And the fact that this is the we are the world absolutely means that you're moving to a place of a greater connectivity, a greater shared experience, a greater which of course like that starts in our home. Like we all know, it starts in our personal relationship in our own heart space, and then that extends to our friendships, our family relationships, and of course our loving romantic relationships. So if you've come to this place where you're feeling same in yourself and you're feeling good and you're getting on top and you're really letting go stuff and you're just feeling this feel good flow, it's likely that you've got this romantic partner coming in to make an offer based on a new beginning, based on something that we've been asking for, and you leap into this like 9 of Cups energy. So both of you are very independent, both of you are conscious creators. And it might be a little bit of a tower, like your guys' hooking up could ruffle a few feathers, but you're both just gonna like basically ignore it and be vibrational stops and let the tower come down, as in let people judge, let people say what they're gonna say, let people be like, oh my god, did you hear about JoJo and blah blah, and like just don't give that any attention. For some of you, there is some very dreamy, a sort of cosmic energy here being fulfilled. The Empress has just come out, and like I sort of didn't lay it in the main bit of the reading. I put the deck down, and then it was like underneath the deck, and I'm thinking that Empress wants herself to be known in this reading, in as far as Empress isn't Sagittarius though, is it? No, it doesn't ultimately matter. It feels a bit Leo to me. It feels it doesn't matter the zodiac sign. It matters this energy of Empress, this grounded, glorious, generous, uber duper powerful, matriarchal, feminine energy is like guiding you and lighting your way and shining your way. And I really feel that you laying to rest and just totally believing in all of your dreams and all that you want. It's like the night just comes in. And again, the 8 of Wands is here. So this is fast moving energy, and this is passionate. And then it's followed up by the Ace of Swords, which tells me new communication. This is a fiery, passionate, at the same time it's a Knight of Pentacle. So the Pentacle energy is a grounded energy. They're not the one that's maybe a little bit more like, hey baby, ooh, off I go. The Knight has been steady on their steed, like watching the mark, knowing that they have to deliver this pentacle, right? Like they're not coming off their track. They're focused because they want the material thing that they're offering. They want it too. So they're steady on their horse. They're steady on their steed. They might be asking about you. They might be talking about you a little bit. I don't know. I'm not really getting any kind of nasty, malevolent energy, but we all know the score. Like, it still means they might be checking up on me like, I hope she's not dating anyone. Like, I hope blah blah, right? Or you might be doing the same, a little bit of Facebook stalking. I'm wondering if they've moved on, or if they're single, if this isn't somebody you know in the 3D. But this is like two really divine counterparts coming together to create a new world after learning the lessons they needed to essentially embody that 9 of Cups, which is like mega luck and positive stuff. Feeling it, because again, it doesn't even matter what the stuff that comes in. It's just the cups are all about our feelings. So the 9 of Cups is just like feeling quite good, feeling like, you know, pretty on top of everything. like I've been through some shit and I've collected some cups, and there they are. Look, holla, nobody gonna take that way, because that's the truth. You know, people might be able to take our material things, but people can't take away our emotional experiences. They can't, right? Hence why this whole creatorship thing is such a flip, because we get to this point where we realize you can't help other people, because you can't go into someone's mind and heart and make them think things or make them feel things. So ultimately, certainly for this community, for empaths, for intuitives, like, you really got to empower that feel good, that, and not, I don't mean to like only want to prioritize the feel good, because I'm somebody who thinks it's important to prioritize the not so feels good too, equally, because we're all, you know, we're all unified beings of light and dark, and if we deny the darkness, the weirdest thing is that we end up manifesting outside of ourselves. So this energy is just about reaching to higher heights of better feels, and in thus attracting better stuff. Like, I'm grateful for my experiences, and so suddenly there's more experiences to be grateful for. And that's part of the Empress. The Empress is like, I kind of weirdly, as grounded and as like nature as she is, I do actually sort of see her as almost one of the most abundant, you could say wealthy. And then that's making me feel into, for some of you, there could be like a wealthy grandma or like a wealthy aunt, or perhaps just a feminine energy type wealthy benefactor, angel investor, somebody that just, this, yeah, this Empress energy is essentially saying like this whole journey is guided. And for those of you again who are resonating and like who are feeling somebody who have met an earth sign or something and it's moving really fast, this might be kind of the energies that you're looking at. And I am aware of this again within New Paradigm community, loving communities, where very much in this phase of getting clearer and clearer on what it is we're asking for, and ultimately in a really potent manifestation portal. So nice time, especially because, you know, there is that, to meditate and reflect and vision and journal and all of that. I know that the live share crew have been sharing those pieces with each other and myself, like setting those intentions and then vocalizing them, pardon me, and like sharing them in community, I feel just helps like mastermind it. It helps to build momentum in whatever direction we're going, because these are online tribes. You know, I think that's also the beauty for empathic communities. When you're in the online tribe, you can't like get in each other's business. It's a very like resonant feeling, you know, and certainly in the Ultra Love crew. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card for my beautiful Sagittarians, which I gotta say, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for this reading. You guys. This card's come up like once or twice before. Sexuality, and the long and short of it is simply that you have, we all do, and yet this card is coming through basically to be like, you gotta explore your sexuality. Beyond that, especially with Venus in retrograde right now in Gemini, this is also about you receiving pleasure, like receiving, like, okay, if we're so like, it's sort of, it comes down to these sort of basic, just our day-to-day realities. Like, if we're not allowed to be pleasured and receive pleasure when it comes to our own bodies in our intimate relationship, what makes us think that we can receive all this other stuff, right? So this deeper layer of our awakening is right down to the tip. Oh my god. I don't know why that made me laugh, but you can imagine the kind of tip that I was imagining. So, pleasure yourself. Oh, you can see I'm like still working through my own stuff around sexuality for sure. However, this card did come up, and it's, you know, it's probably best that I read it from the book, but I'm not going to. If you want to know more information, you can book a private reading. My lovers, I think I saw Dave there, and I saw Eddie Machete. Hello. So you guys, that's me. I'm done with the Sagittarius reading. I've got, I think, about 5 or 6 more to do, and I'll endeavor to get them done today. So I love you guys loads. Have a gorgeous day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing love. Thank you for sharing the videos. Yeah, enjoy your day, guys, or I'll see you in the next video. Maybe. Peace out.